What's going on, guys? I'm Bruce Lee and I am back with another video finally. Before I start, just want to say if you're looking for free Ultimate Team coins, then check out myfootcoins.com using the referral link in the description. So as you've noticed, I haven't posted for a while, and that's because when I got my Xbox One, there was an issue with my my capture card, so I was waiting on a HDMI cable. It turns out, instead of getting the HDMI cable, my awesome fiance went and bought me an Elgato. So now I have what many consider as the best game capture on the market, and that is absolutely amazing. So I wanted to get onto this series first. I was planning to do career mode, but a lot of questions were asked on the last one, and I wanted to get answers to you guys. So that's this is the series I'm going to start. I'm going to incorporate some clubs into it. I've started up a club now with a couple of friends, and we're gonna play games. I think we did a couple of cup matches in this video. As you can see there, my teammates at the minute. And while I'm playing that, I'm going to answer your questions from the last video. M4A1 Stealth asks, when the ball is above you, I'm having trouble catching it because when I'm holding L1, it goes into the goals. What's the best way to catch the ball? X or square for PS users. That catches the ball. That is probably the best way to catch the ball. Or sometimes I flick up on the right stick, and you're gonna see right there is some serious aids going on. A back pass, it just hit my foot on the outside of the foot, and I kind of panicked. I will say I panicked. I flicked the stick to try and pick it up. The keeper dived on the floor like an absolute idiot, and the ball rolls into the goal. And I think that's probably a great lead-in to Dario Maldonado's question, and he says, do you hold Y when you come out to punch, or do you flick the right stick to punch? Because I hold Y, but sometimes my keeper punches the ball in the goal. Well, I use Y when I come out to punch the ball. And sometimes, as you just saw in the clip before this one, AIDS is gonna happen. FIFA AIDS just will happen no matter what you do, no matter how you do. You can do everything right and something will just go wrong. So you're gonna come out, you're doing the right thing, hold Y, you'll punch out the ball, just sometimes it's gonna fly into the back of the net. Happens to everyone. Absolutely everyone, and anybody who says it doesn't is a liar, or they don't play goalkeeper enough. It just is going to happen. You just have to brush it off and carry on and keep playing well. Next question will come from, it's another one with Dario Maldonado, and he says, do you flick the stick only left, right when the shot comes to the top corner, or do you flick it diagonal? I usually flick it in the general direction where I think it's going to go. So if I think it's going to left, I'll flick it left. If I think it's going to go right, I'll flick it right. And if it goes top corner, you'll usually get to it. It's usually fine, as long as you get the timing right and you get it in the in the exact way it needs to go. Next one is from Wesley Carr. As this game wraps up here, we ended up winning 3-1, and I got an okay score, 7.8. That goal didn't even count as a goal conceded, thank God, and I don't think it should because it was totally not my fault. And then we go into the next match, but unfortunately Pro Clubs is really buggy at the minute for Xbox One users, and it has completely wiped all my accomplishments, and I'm only an 80 rated goalkeeper, I found out later, which is really annoying. It's just, there's loads of bugs, not getting games. EA really need to fix it. Lovely chip there from my NA Baxter Cymru there, lovely goal. So yeah, I'll get on to the next question from Wesley Carr. I'm having trouble with being successful as a goalkeeper, which is getting annoying as you're the person who makes your team lose. First off, the thing I need to suggest is to stop with that mentality, because believe me when I say this, you are not the person who makes your team lose. It is a team game, and the way I look, yeah, you may concede goals. Everybody's going to concede goals. No matter how good a goalkeeper you are, you will concede goals. But it's not entirely your fault. The way I look at it, if the defenders made the tackle or closed down the space, then they wouldn't score. If the midfielders kept the ball, kept possession, passed it around well, they wouldn't score. If your strikers scored their chances, took their chances, put the ball in the back of the net, then you're not going to lose the game because your strikers are scoring everything. It is not entirely your fault. The best thing I can suggest for you is to just practice. Practice, practice, practice. You're going to have some howlers. You're going to have some absolutely awful games. When the goalkeeper was released as a position, I can't remember which FIFA it was. Was it FIFA 11 or FIFA 12? When goalkeeper was actually brought in, I practiced a little bit and I had some awful games. I was terrible at goalkeeper, I really was. But I just kept practicing and I got better the more it went on. You know, even now I'll have some terrible games, but the more practice you get in, the more likely you are to see the problems coming, and you better chance to stop them, as you see our opponents score in injury time, and Maeni, like 3 seconds before that, says, nice one, we've won, they're not going to score now, and then there they go and score, send it into extra time, and then look at this dirty ball right over the top. And I thought my defenders were going to get to that, but unfortunately not. There was absolutely shocking defending right there. Terrible defending. Not much else to say. I'm going to say that wasn't my fault. Just terrible defending. I managed to keep us in the game, though, with a couple of really nice saves. Last question is going to come from Luke Collier. And he says, can you hold LB all the time when you go to dive? It doesn't really make much of a difference. I hold LB and I can dive, I can charge out and punch the ball and stuff like that. And I just keep my hand on LB. I don't think it really makes that much of a difference. It's not a massive difference at all, I would say. Yeah, just hold LB. That's what I do. And yeah, that's about it. That's the answer to the question. It doesn't really make a difference if you do. So his last question is also for crosses. If you I find you have a better chance of saving the header if you position yourself in the middle of the goal when the ball is at the left or right of the box. Oh, okay, that wasn't actually a question. Never mind. Okay, so that's the end of the questions. There are loads of questions there that I just don't have time to get to. I am sorry. If you have a question and I didn't answer it, then ask it in this one and I will get to it in the next episode for you. I got an 8.7 rating right there. I had overall a fairly good game, I think. So yeah, if you've got any more questions or if I didn't get to your question, then ask it in the comments and I will try to get to it in the next episode. If you enjoyed this video, then please like, comment and subscribe. And until next time, guys, I've been Bruce Lee. Peace.